Well, today on Up with Krim, we are continuing our community conversations with our Let's Talk series.
Listen, learn, and engage. We learn so much from each other, and that's why we are highlighting these stories in honor of Black History Month.
So for our next piece, I sat down with Spokane City Councilwoman Betsy Wilkerson.
Being Black is actually powerful. We as a culture, and me, have taken something that other people might see as a deficiency, and I count it as a strength because it is who I am and all that has fed into that to get me and make me who I am today. I'm Betsy Wilkerson, City Council, District 2, Position 2. Let's talk. My mom brought us here from Mississippi in 1963 on the train across country with her 4 children. So I was very young, but growing up here in Spokane, for me, we had a very close-knit Black community. So in many ways, I grew up in a bubble in Spokane. I grew up in the Black bubble. So I was in high school at Lewis and Clark. I played the flute. I no longer play the flute, but back then I was first chair flute. And in those days, the first chair flute always got to be the drum major in the Lilac Parade. So I was all excited about being the drum major. And that year, the band director picked the second chair flute to be the drum major because she was white. And it's at that moment that it hit me. It's like, so what's different this year than all the other years? And I know it's kind of a silly thing now, but back then, that was so hurtful to me, and it was the first real experience of racism. It was my awareness moment. Again, because I had lived in this very protected Black bubble in my community, and then to have that happen, I was a little bit oblivious, you know, because again, we don't know what we don't know, and we didn't talk about racism. Not, at least the old folks didn't talk to the young folks about racism. But yeah, from that point on, I started looking at everything differently. You know, the responsibility I really feel on council is that leadership and that role modeling. And I've said it before, I did this because my grandkids thought it was a pretty cool thing to do. But I wanted them to be able to see themselves in places that they have not traditionally seen themselves. I cannot tell you how empowering that is and how humbling at the same time to have to be in that space, because it is a serious responsibility. And I don't want to make any missteps that would hinder or be a barrier for any other person of color coming behind me. I'm not gonna lie. It does have its moments, and I have wondered what am I doing here? But I cannot quit, and I will not quit. And we all know this. When you are in these spaces, I realize that I am not only standing on the shoulders of my mama and my grandmama, but all the other Black people that have come before me, whether they live in Spokane or not, and there's a large number who have played a role in molding me to who I am today. And I would never think about disappointing the people who have invested in me, my community, and my family. That's what gives me the motivation and the determination to continue to show up and to speak up and to not step down when that's where I'm supposed to be.
Wow, What a powerful conversation with Councilwoman Betsy Wilkerson. I love just hearing some of her story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we see her on the news all the time.
Yeah.
You at home see the different sound bites, but we rarely get to see an opportunity for her to share a bigger portion of her story. And that was just a snippet too.
Absolutely. So you don't ever get to really see that human side to her. And so she was talking about when her mom moved her and her siblings here from Mississippi. And she even talked about just how that was and how her older siblings talk about what their life was like in Mississippi that she doesn't even really remember because she was so young. So again, that's just a portion of what she had to say, a very small snippet of our probably 30-minute conversation. So to hear that full conversation and even to watch previous conversations that we've had for Let's Talk, all you have to do is text the word TALK to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link right to your phone.